Good morning, my peeps. You too. Good morning, you too. Good morning, Mike. I got me an extra hour of sleep. I guess. I don't know. Got me an extra hour. Boy. I was feeling a little out of it the last couple of days. I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. Let's let me tell you what's going on with the channel. Um, I found, and I don't think it's gonna work for everybody else, but for me, I have slowly been creeping upwards with um, subscribers for something very simple. I'm running my shorts of trucks blowing by me because I'm a company driver, so I'm governed at 65 miles an hour. And be honest with you, I'm good with it. And the reason with it is because I'm too stupid to stay, driving slow, and I want to get in an accident, killing myself, and you won't have nobody to talk to in the morning. So I'm good with the 65. But there'd be a few. I've been, videotaping them, and this is for Charles also. Uh, One guy's left me a message. Stop videotaping and drive. And they don't realize it's only 15 seconds. I'm not looking at the phone. I'm not looking at the camera. And I understand what you're saying, Charles, before you even say it. I'm just holding it and I'm looking and driving straight ahead for 15 seconds, turn it off, put the phone down. Now, I could get a mount. I actually have a mount. I could just put it, I could just do it on the mount. So I'm going to start doing it on the mount so nobody can say shit. Okay. But the fact is, I'm doing it for 15 seconds and then putting music behind it and putting music behind it. Certain music don't sound. This is what I'm just, I test the water. Certain music don't sound, but certain stuff does. And people watch it, and next thing you know, I got 10 new subscribers. So I'm not complaining. So I will just from now on, I'll just put it on this mount right here, and go from that point. You know what I mean? People making dramas. It's not like I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not head's not down. I have my hand on the wheel. My face is pointing forward. I'm not looking nowhere, and actually I'm concentrating more because I wait, I look, I see the truck coming, and I wait to right to a certain point. I hit the red button, and I'm stone cold Steve Austin looking straight ahead, stone cold. And lately, I mean, honestly, doing these lives and everything, it is actually afforded me to be a better driver because I'm not looking at the phone. I'm actually pointing straight ahead because normally this time of morning I'm like, and then I'm worried about, everybody behind me thinks I'm a crackhead or I've been drinking or something else because I'm swerving all over the place and can't catch my focus. As soon as I get on here and I know I'm on, I'm straight up on, I'm straight up focused. I guess I don't know, I don't know, but something that it came to mind yesterday, and on the Carnival Horizon, which they have a whole year to fix this, but I already know I'm bringing some bug spray with me and putting it in my suitcase. I promise you this. And I'm doing a straight up inspection, and I'm actually spraying the side. I'm checking the sheets. I'm checking everything. If I gotta lift that mattress up, I'm checking. I'm checking all. I'm if I gotta pull off the bed, I'm checking. But on a very popular YouTube cruise channel, the guy had said that uh, a cruiser had that rented 3 rooms and they found bed bugs. They literally found bed bugs in the room and on a cruise ship. So, one, That's messed up. Okay, first of all, that's messed up. But two, they seen the infestation in a curled up. Here's the other part of that, which means these mother effers ain't changing the sheets. So now you gonna make me pull these sheets off the bed. You see what I'm saying? When we leave the room in the morning, you're gonna make me pull these sheets off the bed, bundle them up in the corner so you see them. Then I want these suckers changed. That's the first thing. And spray the bed. I'm spraying that bed down. With bug spray or whatever. I don't know, but I think that's disgusting because the infestation it was on top of sheets, not under it. So that's telling me that somebody didn't change the bed. Change the bed. Just change the sheets or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I seen it real quick and I got disgusted. But the other thing is someone bought it was only 3 rooms. You didn't hear about it all over the place. Someone's nasty behind brought that onto the boat. And Armstrong Adventures was talking about it. I think it was yesterday or the day. I think it was yesterday. But Armstrong Adventures was talking about it, and not about that, but that the people on these boats are just straight up nasty. And I had mentioned, I said, have you noticed? Because I've noticed it. Because one of the things that we do is we cruise. You know, um, and one thing I've noticed is lines in the cafeteria. It's called Marketplace on Carnival. There's lines in the area, lines for all the food, lines for the drinks, lines for that. But there's no lines for the wash station where you wash your hands. You're nasty behind people. And he mentioned something. When people that are coughing, if you cough into your hand, and I'm gonna even add to that, and not go right away and wash your hand, you straight up nasty. Because guess what? You're gonna walk. You're gonna, especially if you're in the cafeteria, you're gonna grab the Tabasco bottle. You're gonna grab the salt shaker. You're gonna grab the handles to all of the serving utensils. Straight up nasty. You're gonna walk out. You're gonna walking past the banister. You're gonna put your hand on the banister. Straight up nasty. Do you see what I'm saying? This nasty behind people been wondering why it took 2 or 3 years and all of these shots to bring us somewhere back to almost some type of normalcy. Straight up nasty. Okay, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I am presently heading on Interstate 59, heading north up up to New Jersey. I got to do about um, let's see, about 550, 575 today to stay on point where I want to be because we're getting down to not a couple. It's so funny. I went, someone got mad at me. You know what a couple means? Which means two. I did, I didn't know. you know, I I'm a few days away from my another vacation. Praise God, thank you, Jesus. I can't wait. But I know I'm gonna be spazzing. I'm gonna start spazzing out, and the more close we get, to the, to that, to that mark. Um, My body is getting used to not taking that sinus medicine, and it's taking a while because I'm actually getting sleep. I was afraid. I was like, that stuff knocked me out, and I wasn't gonna be able to sleep. But boy, as soon as I lay my behind down, I'm tired. Um, I'm getting my sleep, but you know, um, we're figuring it out. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Well, you guys that ride with me, y'all know that uh, there's certain things that I have to do while I'm in this truck. And this morning, it didn't even dawn on me because to back into this spot, I'd had to swing it around. It would have been a whole lot of drama. So I actually nosed into a spot this morning, and it didn't dawn on me. Wait a minute, I, I I'm in a position to clean out my porta potty. So that's what I was out doing. I almost freaked out because I said, "Wait a minute, oh. I moved it. I moved the line back an hour because I'm out there. I'm out there, washing out the bin that I hold it in, emptied it out, all of the wonderful blue water, the wonderful blue water that's that's in it into the grass to let Mother Nature soak up. And I will never admit to anything that whatever you think this is on you. Um, uh, it was my my throne was getting a little on the heavy side, so I had to I had I had to remove the tension, remove the tension in the truck. Then I hit it with some pine sol and straight bleach and scrubbed it down and but that's hey, if you look at certain places, people had outhouses and all that stuff. I was like, hey, I got no outhouse, but I'm just saying. And that's for all you players that think your stuff gonna work till you're 90 years old, and you ain't gonna have to go to the bathroom a lot, and you ain't gonna be able to hold you can hold it forever. That's to all you idiots that think you're never gonna grow old. And see, you doing all this stuff, and God's gonna get you. Karma's gonna get you because you're gonna probably be one of them fools wearing a diaper. I'm just saying, thinking you still a player. Boy, you better find someone. You better find someone that can grow old with you together. And I know this sounds nasty, but I love my wife enough that if something went down and she needed to be taken care of, she don't have to worry about it because she's proved her worth to me. Um, so many times I've lost count, so I don't even look anymore. She's proved her worth. And see, we don't realize that's coming. Yeah, I'm 55. Some people that are 55 look like they're 85. Um, I just look like my genetics. I look like my father. And the older, once I hit 50, I couldn't deny that. I looked just like. Good morning. I just look just like pops. And I don't I don't mind my beard, but I hate shaving. I hate shaving, but she loves it. So when I go home, I first of all I gotta attack the lawn. I really gotta go in the backyard. I gotta go in the backyard with the ghetto mower. What do y'all mean by ghetto mower? The mower I don't care whatever happens to because I got a lot of rocks in the backyard. So if the blade hit it, all I gotta do is pull, lift it up, replace the blade. I gotta go in the backyard with a 6 pack of beer and clean it up. Because what I do is, you know, I cut the area that you can see from the street and leave the other. So I know I got a forest in the back. I gotta get back there and let loose. And I'll probably do it when I come in Thursday. When I come in Thursday, I'm gonna get back there. I'm gonna tackle that first. But it is what it is. But we're heading north, and I'm good with it. There's a lawnmower place, or it's a little one. I did a video on it through the fence on here, and I love looking at the certain things. I got someone that he says, and I'm sensing the geekness in him that he really wants the mower. I told him, I even said it because he started getting on my nerves yesterday. You know, what was going on is he wants to know about the height of cut. Well, this height of cut, the highest this thing goes, and I ain't yet to get it there, is 1 inch. That's the highest this mower goes. It's made to go low. Like, how low can you go? Death row, that low. And he was worried about being able to adjust it. And I sent him a message back on Facebook. It's easy. It's easy as pie. He got that confused with the speed. The speed on this mower is fast as heck. And I did a video of me scalping. What I mean by scalping? Scalping, you actually supposed to scalp Bermuda grass in the springtime. I did a video on it, but I was doing it in the dark and having a ball. And trust me, I wasn't drinking. I was sober because this push mower has a light, and I was playing with it because and what I'm saying, what am I saying? Is hey, good morning, good morning. What I was saying is I was playing with it because in the golfing industry, and this is where this mower comes from. It comes from a golf course. In the golfing industry, they can't mow during the day. A lot of times they got to do it early morning when the sun isn't up. So I was just, simulating that and just having a freaking ball. And you could hear me in the background going, "Whoa, hey, yeah," and screaming because I was trying to figure out how did they do that and not have this thing throw them all over, and it was throwing me all over the place, and I wasn't letting go, and I just had a freaking ball, and I was just loving it. But again, that mower I really can't use because you have to be home all the time to use it. To have that low cut lawn, that really clean cut lawn that you see in the high end neighborhoods, those people out there mowing that 3 or 4 times a week, at the minimum 2 times a week. And I would love to have that, but I can't do it. And I did I did buy this mower to sell it. I say it all the time. Did buy it to sell it, but I was having so much fun with it, and I'm like a hoarder right now. I need to. I'll probably be bullhorn, but I need to buy. And he says he wants it, so and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But it is what it is. Uh, the other thing is, like I said, our channel has been growing, and I think I got like 10, I don't know, 5 or 6 people. Some I got 5 or 6, and all I was doing, like you see me driving right now, a truck passed me, and I put music on it. I'm like, "Psh, hey, I ain't stupid. I'm gonna keep doing it." um, but the Great Purge is starting to slow down to a trickle. What I mean by the Great Purge is once a year you have to be get to that 4,000 by the end of whenever the year started for you. After that, YouTube starts snatching hours from you that you worked so hard for. I know that hurts because right now my lifetime hours I'm at 5,000 hours right now, but that don't count towards me growing to the next level. But that's okay. That's all right. But YouTube starts snatching the hours. So now, what I was trying to do is get to 1,000 and then work on the hours. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm gonna do shorts, but I'm gonna do stuff that's 2 or 3 minutes because our regular videos that are 2 3 minutes because our attention span is short. Get them to get that and keep it moving on. And then I'm gonna get into my analytics and check my analytics for what people watch. What people watch on my channel is my Husqvarna, my W36R, and my area. Um, and me repairing stuff. So those things, I've got I'm spread out all over the place, but I got a lot of repairs on the stuff I already have need to do. So I need to do that and some upkeep. So that's where I'm at. Um, Another thing I noticed was I did a live like what 2 days ago where I said, women, you don't realize how much power that you guys have in just one finger, you know, and you're confused. What do I mean by confused? Well, I got a bag. Okay. And a lot of these guys are, I'm the head of the household and I take care of everything. All right, but you good, bro. You awesome. I'm not. I'm the spiritual head of the household, but me and my wife take care of stuff together. And what do I say by that? You know, we take care of stuff together. Um, and I prefer it that way. Even if I wanted to get on here and brag about, um, I'm running things. Shoot, I've screwed up so many times that I'm deathly afraid to do it again. So I prefer, as the general of Can't Stop Walking's household, my sergeant major or master sergeant or senior chief or master chief, who was actually really running things, is the administrator of our household. She takes care of all the important stuff because the stronger part of me, get what I'm saying here. I'm strong in certain areas. She's strong in certain areas. She's more stronger than me in administrating and doing these things. And she will come to me if she's not sure and says, "What do you think?" Well, and a lot of times I'm deathly afraid because again, I'm the guy that's coming from you know losing I lost my first house. Um, I didn't know how to handle my money. I still working on that. Got my credit back to. I got my credit back, not back to. I got my credit to the what normal people have their credit at. Before I met my wife, my credit was so screwed up that when I would fill out an application, they were like, "You're kidding, right? You're playing, right?" Uh, you know what? You're not even when they see my credit, they're like, you're not even me worth me being nice to you anymore. And I remember I tell this story all the time. I when we were dating, I looked at my girlfriend and I seen her. She's sitting at the computer. my girlfriend, who's my wife now, I said, "Hey, babe, what you doing?" She said, "I'm paying my bill. I'm paying the bill." And I said, "Well," and I look at it, and she seen I was interested, and she wrote everything out and was going down the list. And I promise you, I thought I could swear she was at zero, and she was happy. Well, we got food in the house, and I'm good. I got enough gas for the week. I'm good. And I remember I was so backwards and so ghetto, the ghettofication was so apparent that credit cards are, nah, I ain't paying that. I done maxed it out. They're gonna have to find me. I ain't paying that phone bill. I switching phone companies till I had to get prepaid. Till I done ran out of companies. You know, this is the longest I've ever had a phone. You know why? Because my wife got a phone. My girlfriend got a phone. And then I effed up one day. And I remember I was bragging. I was bragging about it. This is where I effed up. She knew I had a Boost Mobile phone when we met. Boost Mobile prepaid phone. They'd get the phone cards from Walmart. And it didn't dawn on me. I was like, wow, this is she's really nice. She I got you a phone, but didn't exemplify or stress one specific thing. Make your payments. And she didn't say nothing for 4 months. For 4 months. And I remember because we paid it now through our joint account. But I'm gonna start paying on that. But I gotta get some of my credit cards down to zero, then I'm gonna start paying on it again. But I remember she had asked me, we were on a cruise. I think it was the first cruise that we went on. She asked me, why are you not paying your phone bill? And I remember 3 months prior to that, wow, she got me a phone thinking she was gonna pay for it. And the humiliation and the embarrassment overwhelmed me to the point that I had to leave the room when she said it because I was in tears. And I walked around that boat for a few minutes and realized that I was a piece of shit. I was a real piece of shit. This woman trusted me, and I didn't pay the phone bill. And I paid it going forward for a couple of years until we moved to a different phone company, and it's getting paid by we have a joint account. Half my check goes in that joint account to help with the bills. Um, I have been working, and I'm just confessing this to you guys. I've been working to do the right thing and uh, you know, become the man that I didn't realize that I wasn't at that point in time. And I'm still working on it. I'm working on stuff that I should have had done in my late teens, early 20s. Ain't that sad? Late teens, early 20s. And a lot of times, the arrogance of our brothers out there, we think we know everything. And, you think you a player by using somebody. Well, guess what? I don't want karma coming back. Karma's a mother effer. Karma hits you so hard, and it's embarrassing when it hits you. And you ain't got nobody that has your back. You ain't got nobody, bro. I don't want to be that person. I want someone to have my back. And the fact is, again, I said it before. I wasn't taught. I wasn't taught economics. I wasn't taught how to balance the checkbook. I wasn't taught how to arrange your bills. If you can't get it, don't buy it. Even now, I fell into that again. They kept on giving me stupid credit cards, and I was like, oh man, my credit's finally good. I got all these credit cards, but it's like, oh, and then one day something rang in my head. Hey, stupid, you got to pay these people back. Jesus, you got to pay these people back. And then I realized all these people. You know why they were so quick to give me these cards? Because the rate was astronomically high, astronomically high. You know what I mean? And see, these are the things that we don't realize. So um I didn't go back to the ghettofication because I learned from that. No, I want to keep my credit good. We got to pay these puppies off. The really big boys, they go into the closet, into the drawer of no return. Keep the small ones. Actually, I I had two. I got two now that I haven't used in like 2 or 3 years, and they're low cards. Oh no no no, keep them. Just don't use them. No, they got a monthly charge, and one is $12 and one is $8. Some dumb thing. I say about 100 and 100 and sorry. I say it about like 180 some odd bucks, something like that. And that's part of getting into the groove of growing your stuff, adding to your stuff, and making something of yourself. I was telling Charles yesterday, my 401k. I got one more percent. I'm at 10%. I'm gonna leave it at 10%. Let that grow, baby, grow. I'm used to not seeing it, but that 10% is towards my my retirement. And the wife says, "Well, that's yours." I said, "No, it's ours. No, it's ours." You see what I'm saying? I'm you got to grow your stuff. And that's the part of getting it, understanding it, and fixing and becoming the man that you know you need to be. It's never too late. It's only the only time it's too late is when the doctor is saying, call it. eh, The patient is deceased at 6:34 a.m. on a Wednesday. You see what I'm saying? It's never too late to change. It's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late. Welcome in, welcome in. It's never too late to be that person that you know you can be. Don't be that person, guys. I'm saying it to the fellas. Don't be that person that woman wants you to be. Be that person that you're ready to be. Because this is the funny part. We always get these women that say a real man will do this, a real man will do this, a real man is this. Well, do you got a pair of gonads? Do you got something that hangs from that you be missing when you standing up to pee? That you got to point that sucker? Do you got hair on your chest? Well, both had that. But do you see what I'm saying? You don't know what a real man need to be. But these single mothers be out here talking about that. I had to be the mother and the father. Stop lying. You will never be a father because you got with the wrong Negro, and the only thing that is even close to his heart is that child, and you punishing him. But you got to be the man. and keep him away and make him homeless and all this other stuff. You got to punish him. And I'm not saying everybody do that, but a lot of them do. A lot of them do. Shoot. Mom would love to see me homeless. Would love to see it. Still ain't let go. Treated me like dirt, like dirty to dirt, like how just dirt. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. And the thing, what I'm saying is, I go back to that. You got to uplift yourself for yourself. When you uplift yourself for yourself, you become a bigger prize to that one that decided he's the one for me. Same thing with the women. You got to lift yourself for yourself. Y'all all talk about that bag, but you want to keep that bag for yourself. You become a better prize when you decide to share that bag with your brother. I'm not saying just just give the Negro everything, but have his back. It's something simple as that. If I got to ask you, have his back. Simple. Something as simple as that. Have his back. Have her back. I said it once, the missus had, you know, she works hard. And I have to constantly remind me because it's a very stressful mental job, you know. And, I'm her biggest cheerleader. Good morning, good morning. I'm her biggest cheerleader. And I have no problem with that, but I have to sometimes I have to put up healthy boundaries. Okay, babe, that's starting to get me down. What I mean by that is I'm starting to absorb the energy that you're putting out. Like I'll give an example. Yesterday, she was upset, and this is so true that when we talk about others, when women come to their mates and I forget it all the time. They're coming to us to vent. And men, we are natural. What's the word? Natural. She was mad that her boss came to her, wondering why she did something when the person where the boss was sitting right next to the person, and they were really mean to this woman that was trying to find a job who was actually homeless. Norma, my wife, has been doing this mess for dang near almost 20 freaking years. And she knows things that people don't realize. And they don't want to accept that she knows. She's old school. She knows a whole lot of this. She loves her job. And she was upset that her boss came to her sideways and she spoke to him. And I'm like, babe, first of all, blah, blah, blah. And then she started, I could feel her voice raising in me. And I started absorbing that negative energy. And then I started reciprocating. I said, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't raise your voice to me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I was just telling. And then I had to, because like I said, you guys don't, a lot of y'all don't believe that. It's being an empath is a real thing. I actually absorb that negative energy. And I'm like, hey, whoa, slow your roll. Because now I'm getting upset because I feel like I'm being attacked and it ain't got nothing to do with me. She's just venting. So now I got to do a mental, okay, stupid. I'm talking to you, Darren. And then, this is how I talk to myself when it's drastic. She ain't talking about you. Calm the heck down. Let it go. Let it go through you and out of you. And then reassess everything and go from there. And then, and what it was, and then I hear Charles' voice in the back of my head. Hey, hey, man, shut the F up. And see, These are the things that I learned, and this is how. And I'm not talking down to myself, so don't think that. And I'm remembering healthy advice. Hey man, shut up. And then I shut up and I calm down and I hear listen, yes, yes, yes there, yes there, yes there. Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep. Said one thing, stop trying to be a problem solver and listened and didn't let put up a barrier, didn't let that negative energy come into my being and mess up the rest of my day. It was hard as hell, but it was actually a situation. And that's why I was sitting there cracking up. I said, boy, Jeffro, you lucky I love you because I'd have cussed you out. And you wouldn't even realize. You know, and these are the daily the daily aspects of being a good man and trying to be a better man and trying to be a better individual, a better husband, a better everything for this person that I'm in my life. And she goes, and then I go, and then after she's calmed down, well, how was the rest of your day? And I'm like, whew, tragedy avoided. Yo, um, you know, and these are the things that we go through in my daily perpetuating life. you know, hold up, let's get in the right lanes. I'm flapping the gums. I can see that arrow way the heck up there. It's so funny about um, driving a truck. You can't. And I got into the habit. Now I force myself to look down. There are one, two, three, four, five, six, actually seven mirrors that I have to look at while driving constantly, constantly. When I'm moving on, when you notice I'm moving over into the left lane, I have to look at all three mirrors on the left hand side. First mirror is the bottom one. I'm looking to see if anybody is close to me on the bottom part of this truck because there's the blind spots. I come over and push somebody, into the median. Um, and you be wondering when you stop, oh, you don't do nothing, but you just drive. Well, you wonder, well, why the heck am I so wore out if I just drive? Well, because your eyes are constantly moving over and over and over and over and over. One the good thing about these Volvos, it's got on the passenger side, it's got a big square yellow light that flashes if you're in my blind spot. And if I got the radio on or I'm listening to Bluetooth, it'll honk like a horn. And it makes it so much easier. It's freaking hilarious. It makes it so much easier. But yeah, with the butts. But see, here's another thing, and this is one thing I've noticed about men and women. First of all, you know what? Oh boy, I wish Twitter was around when I was going through it 9 years ago, 9, 10 years ago. I'd have learned a whole lot because I'd be getting flashbacks hearing half that stuff. But I just saying. But one thing I can't tell y'all what to do, but I can tell you what I do. Humbleness and humility is a good drug to be addicted to. What do you mean by that? Humbleness and humility keeps me closer to the person that I want to be. I want to be that happy, no nonsense person. Sometimes you get knocked out of that because someone daily has had a bad day and they want to be a dick and they want to do this and they want to say that and want to act like this and want to act like that. You know, a lot of times, as a truck driver, You come to these shippers and receivers, and they think you know everything because they chose their lifestyle. They hate their job, and they try to take it out on you. And I've learned certain words that I do when I come, and I stay humble because I say them all the time. And you probably know me by that time. I'm like, hey, first I say, how you doing? I'm here for a pickup, first time here, and I've been there about a million times. That lets them know, okay, give me the full instruction, or hey, hey, bro, I don't have an appointment time. I told them y'all are not with it. I told them I've been here. I've been here a few times. I told them. I know I'm contradicting myself, but this is what I'll say if I don't have certain things. I told them you ain't with it, and y'all you get really upset when I don't have appointment time. And they'll look at me not with a not with the voice of causing drama or getting upset and saying, well, you're out of luck. Have a nice day. Call you to have rescheduled. No, that's when they work with you. Okay, and they'll calm down. You've got when there's testosterone in the room, and you bring in more testosterone, then you get upset. Then you're adding to it, and everybody is throwing a fit. No, I come in, I de-escalate before it even escalates, before it goes high. And that happened even last week. I came in and said, hey, bro, I was for a pickup and delivery. And I stressed this. I said, before you even look at that, man, I'm here to pick up, and I'm here to deliver this, here to pick up. And they should have knew better. I've been asking for days for an appointment. And I know this guy's an a-hole. And he don't say nothing. He sits down, and guess what he does? He makes me an appointment. He says, well, your pickup, you didn't let me know right there across the street in the next building. That's where your pickup is. That's where the homegirl is. That every time I would, when I would come all the time, I'd always bring donuts over there. It's called kissing up. So we good over there, even if I didn't have an appointment. And she knows me, and she'll look, hey, what's going on? And I even brought up some attention, you know, and she said, what's going on? I said, hey, I don't have an appointment. Can you help me out? All right, you got an appointment. Oh, and I said, oh, butt munch across the street must have gave garbage to, and she started laughing. She knew who I was talking about. You see what I'm saying? She knew who I was talking about. But when you try to live that humble life, and it will branch out. But don't be a little bee either. Say, hey, I'm trying to show you something here, but I ain't the one either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one either. Don't get it twisted. I like being nice, but I can't flip the switch. And I've had to do that too. I've had to do that too. Hey, hold up. Who are you talking to like that? You know what I'm saying? Just because you had a bad day, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I've had people say, told me. I've had receivers tell me that I didn't have an appointment. And I remember this is when I first started. I was like, okay. I went around to the back of the building, parked under a tree, threw my feet up in the air, and was relaxing. Dispatch called me. And said, hey, where you at? They looking for you. I said, bro, I've been sitting in this parking lot. The guy said I didn't have an appointment. He said, can you go back around? Hey, no problem. He said I am, and I went in there. Same guy. He says, lucky you showed up, because you would have had to reschedule. I said, no, 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 mother effer. I would have parked this. I would have parked this trailer parallel and left. I would have blocked every last dock and left. Because your racist, and I said it, your racist behind thinks you gonna play me because I'm black. And he didn't realize I really didn't give a flip. And I actually reset in the dock. And when they talk about drivers, bumping they're bumping the dock. That means he went in the truck. He would get in there every 30 minutes. He would do 30 minutes and go do something else for 30 minutes. Then he'd do 30 minutes, do something else for 30 minutes. I literally reset in the thing. I said, and I snatched it when he signed. I snatched it out of his hand. He thought it was slick. I didn't give a. When you don't give a flip, and when people try to test the waters in gangster, I was like, I smiled with the weirdest fake smile you ever seen in your life. I smiled and said, thank you. Snatched it out of his hand and said the B and the A word and went about my business. I'm like, man, y'all, you don't know who you messing with, and left. I've gotten better. I'm just telling you the worst one. I've gotten better with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a butthead like that anymore. So we just say that for dramatic pause. Dramatic pause. But and yes, this is a different. There's no subject. I'm just all over the place. But there is a different. One of the things is I broke a record, and I think the most I did on a live was I think it was like 100, and that was for the the whatever the hypathon, and that started out real strong. It's sad that it died out. We need to come together with that again. It's sad that we died out. It helps for us, some of us that are in need of hours. I don't know if you'll know that, but if you look on Miss V's channel, she talks about you don't want to uh, run someone's playlist and stuff like that, because YouTube's algorithm might sense that and see that, and it'll be useless because they won't allow it, or they might hit that person's channel and cancel their channel. So you want to watch out for that. But the hypathon, it actually helps little folks like myself um, grow their hours. I can get my own subscribers because I'm looking for a specific subscriber. Um, and it helps with the hours. That's the hardest thing. But we die out. We wait till the last minute to have that list up, and we don't do we should do like YouTube commercials, especially our bigger guys that do all this. They should have like it should be like a montage of the people that are coming up that month in that list. On these things you could put it all together with music behind it. You should have a list of these people, the people that are going to be in this month's hypathon. Hey, I'm so and so from Baking with Biscuits with Betty Boop. Come see me, June, whatever. Peace out. And then the next person and the next person. I just came up with that idea. And the next person and the next person and the next person. And they say, hey, hit me up on June, whatever, hey, blah, blah, blah. Pump it out there. Get it out there. Show the support that people show you support. Do you see what I'm saying? Get out there. Help a brother, help a sister out. And and the thing is, I really just wanted to do one hypathon, and back off to give someone else a chance. And I wound up doing a few of them because they didn't have no one in the early morning hours. So um, that was a part of wanting to be a part of this YouTube family that we have. I'm normally, um, it doesn't seem like that, but I'm normally a very shy person. Is because here's the funny part about that. And Ms. V, I just spoke about you. I literally just spoke about you. I was telling them about that one video that you did about uh, running someone's you know their what you call it, their video list, and to watch out about that. And I was just bringing that up. I was just, you just happened to come up, and I was saying that, and it's true. And guys, if you ever want to learn something about YouTube, go check out her channel. And Miss V, hit that hashtag can't stop, and drop your link, because we need to get back to sticking together. We need to helping each other out, and don't run. Don't and like I was saying, don't get on there and run the whole channel. Don't walk away and run the channel. Watch a video. Watch one video. Watch a video. You know what I'm saying? At least watch one video. And a lot of times, if I spot you on that you watch something, I'm heading your way to see something. I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm heading your way to give that support. Give a smiling face. And it's funny. We if I, I haven't talked about that in a while. I put that smiley face out there because a lot of times I go from 0 to 100, and I have to remember a lot of folks are doing that, and it's been a while since I've been around my peeps. I've been on um I've been in survival mode for so daggone long that cutting up and doing those things, I had to remember that. But I remember I was on a live, and I said something. I typed it in and got my feelings hurt, and they weren't cutting up. The person that was running that live was being a dick. It was a woman, and she wanted to make sure that I'm not going to accept no one else's opinion but mine, and I'm right, and I will always be right. F what you say, because I look good, and because I look good, everything I say is right. No, no, no. And you actually didn't look good with all that daggone makeup on your face and the fake eyebrows. You actually didn't look good. You thought you did, but you don't. People that are nice and gentle and polite are the most sexiest people I have ever seen in my life. The beauty I've learned at 50, going on 56, I'll be 56 2 months. Beauty from within that broadcasts out. You can't beat it. And then if you're beautiful inside and out, you're unstoppable. You're freaking unstoppable. You see what I'm saying? But when you're that person, see, a lot of us, people, we sending them DMs and all this other stuff and all this crap, and then you're wondering, then you get to be my age and wonder why you're by yourself. You wonder by your, it's hey bam, no look, get them lawns in, bruh. I don't know if it's raining down there, you know, and you don't realize you don't realize. Good morning, Cruiser Fun. Welcome in, welcome in. And guys, that's Cruising Fun anytime. Drop your link. Hashtag can't stop. Just one word. Hashtag can't stop. The nicest person you don't really meet people that are that nice and mellow and gets the point across. It's just freaking. It's nice to find nice people. Husband is the husband is a he helps you out getting you what do you call the things, getting rooms on cruise ships. And that's what, that's another thing, guys. We need to, I'm not talking next year, maybe it's kind of hard to push it out. You used to be able to push them really far out. Maybe 2025, like a short cruise of all the YouTubers in our YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? All the YouTubers in our YouTube family, we do a cruise together. Everybody talk about like a meetup, a meetup in, they did the meetup in Savannah. Well, if you get on a cruise ship, everything is taken care of other than liquor. And we can talk about that later on. Everything is taken care of. Food and all that, what's the name, could get the biggest piece of chicken all the time. And, you could do a short run and then have cruising is fun anytime husband, because I was thinking about that. I was going, if anybody suggests that to me, she could probably get the word out, that we would do a group cruise in maybe 2025 or 2026. And people don't realize, oh, I ain't got the money for a cruise. Guys, y'all don't realize I paid cruises off, especially when you're pushing that far out. $25 here, $50 there. It's like a layaway. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like a layaway. You could actually, it's like paying for a layaway, and then you just got to get your butt down there. You know what I'm saying? You just got, if you pay it off and it's paid in full, you just got to get down there. And see, when you do it, because I'm an experienced cruiser. Not actually, I'm not. My wife is. I just tell you, hey, let's do this cruise. She'll go look for it. But when you do it through a person that's their job, and cruising fun anytime, her husband, that's his job. That's one of his jobs. He can put you in the right section, the right price, the right whatever, because there's spots on the cruise ship. If you don't know, you ain't gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? Near, if you're a light sleeper, near an elevator, near, where the kids, there's the kids sections on cruise ships, and it's just stuff like that. And I was just thinking about it, and I think I'll send Miss T an email today when I stop for my break, and put let's throw that suggestion out there. You know what I mean? And we could get something going, and then it's content, because you can show, the camaraderie, the stuff, and find the right boat and pick the right, that time of the season, because people don't realize it's actually cheaper to go on a cruise during hurricane season. Might make you nervous, but it is actually cheaper. I know that sounds funny. You know what I'm saying? That sounds funny, but it is actually cheaper to go during hurricane season. There's been a few where, and if you get the right captain, my man ain't no joke. Because I remember we did one, and the storm was coming. The captain got out there, and what y'all don't know, most of the time on these ships, these big boats, they got two engines. And normally they only run one of these big, ginormous engines. These engines are so big that the ship's got to be in pieces, and then they put the engine in there. You just can't, like, whatever. That's how big these engines are. And when The captain goes full tilt boogie. What I mean by that is he's running hard. The engine, he turns on the second engine, and I noticed that because I'm ex-Navy. I noticed that we were getting it, and the reason why we were getting it, what do I mean by getting it? We were running full steam. We were pushing, and he was outrunning the storm. You could see it back there, but he was getting it, and he was actually running towards calmer waters, and that's what. And I was like, because we were on the Lido deck. I believe it was the Horizon. Yeah, it was the Horizon. We were on the Lido deck forward. We were all the way forward in the spa area. And guys, if you ever want to cruise, that's the spot to get, is the spa area. What I mean by that, because you're in the spa area section, but you get to go down to the spa and you go into the steam rooms, and they have one that, and they give you this salt that you scrub your body down with, and you sit there, and you exfoliate and all that, exaggerate and all that other stuff, and oh my Lord, Jesus is awesome, and you just get all that stuff out of you. Even if you stuffed your face, it gets you get down there and you get in that, and it actually relax your stomach. You don't feel that full anymore, and I love that section. And oh my goodness, it was awesome. But you got me to reliving that part of that area. You know what I mean? But and one of the things about being so far forward, and you could tell when the captain's getting it, is because you hear a banging sound. Boom, boom, boom. What that is, that's the front of the ship hitting them waves. Because I mean, he's hauling behind, he's getting it. And I remember stuff like that, and I'm reminded about stuff like that, and it's, but it again, it goes back to, it's cheaper in the hurricane season, the winter areas, all, August, September, I think, not August, but don't quote me on that, like September, October, November. um I don't mind either way, because you don't realize, yes, these things can sink, but it takes a whole lot to bring them down, because it takes more than that, because just like a submarine, just like surface ships. What I mean by that, that's not like your regular, like military ships. They have sealed bulkheads. They can actually seal a whole lot of the bottom of the ship to keep it, like, say, if like we get hit by an iceberg or something or whatever, they could still keep that ship afloat. It's stuff like that. But they have, we we could do certain areas that you got a lot of people that are in the Carolinas. We could take the ship out of the Carolinas. Um, find the boat that is closest to a lot of folks. You know what I mean? And take it out of there. But the Carolinas is only gonna give you like Bermuda. Bermuda, I'm like, but I don't. I go for the ship, and I go for the fun on the ship. I'm really not with. I, I'm somewhat, I've seen all of the other areas, but I'm somewhat. Don't quote me on that. But it was just something that I had been thinking about lately, and I need to look for the. We have a cruise New Year's coming into 2025, but no cruise after that, and that is the next. I like to plan way, way, way ahead, way, way, way ahead. I'm kind of behind the curve on the June, the June one and the New Year's, but I'm making payments. I'm way. But usually I need to be way ahead of that one. You know what I mean? And we're talking about doing a land, adventure, maybe with a BBO, VBO, or whatever the heck for Aruba, maybe 2025, 2026. And those are the things that I'm thinking about. I like, I finally hit that plateau. A lot of y'all, and you don't say it, but you might be in that valley. What I'm saying is it's the valley that I'm talking about. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. You might be going through something we don't, that none of us know. I've been in that valley for so long, I didn't know what light looked like. But God finally, and I don't want to make God have God think that I'm being negative, and I'm saying thank you, and I'm saying thank you, Lord, thank you for that. I finally made it through that valley, and then I walked up to the top of the mountain, and it's time to start making my way down. I want to see the world. I want to enjoy life, and I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying my hobbies. I'm enjoying my situation. Now I need to work on eating better, living better, working on my mental stability, anger issues, and everything else, and emotional, becoming that emotional, whether that not emotional adult, but with that emotional maturity, having that and being a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Um, but getting to that point, enjoying that point, making that point better is what I'm about. And a lot of times, what I talk about, you say, why you keep on saying that? Because I am not experienced. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I always tell you guys, I've been through it. If I'm bringing it up, I've been through it. It's one way, I was on one side or the other side of it. I've been through it. And it's been an experience. And you don't realize, you might think, well, my channel's not growing. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Somebody is looking at your channel. Somebody is learning something. Somebody is understanding. Somebody is figuring out. And they come back. They might not come back every day, but they come back. They revisit you. They say, look, there was something I was thinking about, and I watched a video, and I just learned something again. Okay? And they don't say thank you. They might not hit the like button. But I say to you today, don't give up. Bam, no, don't give up. Keep cutting them lawns. Keep getting it in. Keep growing your personal business. Make that money, brother. One day I'm gonna have the right truck. I'm gonna jump in there, bring my John Deere down there to Alabama, and follow you for a day, and we cut lawns together, and just have fun. Don't give up. Hey, good morning, African. Oh Lord Jesus, we got big dog in the house. We got a big dog. You know, don't give up. Because when you give up, guess what comes up after giving up? Regret. Regret. Because I remember when I first started, and I would get like two or three subscribers, and then I'd wake up the next day, I got -7 subscribers. What the heck is going on? I remember I sent Miss T email. She was like, I understand, hanging there, it's all right. I know. Instead of her blocking me, say this fool. No. See, that's why I'm loyal, because when you find these internet friends And you find these people that say, "Look, don't give up. I know where you come from. Been there, done that, been there. You know, don't, don't, don't give up. You can do this. You got this. Make this happen. You're at the plateau." And like you thought, you talked to Miss V. Miss V and said, "Look, you wonder why you lose people? She ain't, she ain't gonna cut the corners. Check your analytics. Look at your analytics. Your analytics gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. You know." And when you hear that over and over, do this, try that, try this. See, because like I said, when I get off of live, it's so funny. I say I'm gonna make a video. My shorts help my channel grow. I do a video of someone, a truck driving past me on the left hand side with music. Next thing you know, I got 2 or 3 subscribers. But when I say I'm gonna do a video about a truck passing me, I ain't had a truck pass me and whenever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I just said I was gonna do it. Yeah, it's probably because they're all asleep right there. See him, see him, see him, see him. Look to the right. And I was like, what the heck? You know, and I'm laughing like, you got to don't make this so stressful that your hair gonna fall out. Don't make this so stressful that your hair gonna fall out. But make this fun. Fun. When people see that you're having fun, they say this guy's a nut job. So trust me, I can't wait to get to Costa Rica. I might have to wake up and send apologies. I'm sorry what I. Well, I can't. I can't. I don't go that far anymore anyway, because my wife will kill me. But we're gonna have a few drinks and we gonna have a good old time. But the thing about it is, and again, my opinion, I'm having fun because it's so funny. I ran out of ideas. I just said, you know what? Next couple of days, I'm just gonna get on here and just flap my gums. I'm gonna get on here and just relax, have fun, talk about my day, flap my gums. Because see, I'm next week is my time to go home. I always be stressing. Boy, when I say stressing, it's like DEFCON 1. And the old people that have been around the company. I've been here a minute. They start cracking up. Oh, it's time for Dan to go home, and they warn the new dispatchers that deal with me because I'm not with. At a certain day, I'm supposed to be heading south. Don't send me west. Do not send me north. You send me south. Because if you don't send me anywhere but south, I'm calling and want to know what the F, and I'm not polite, what the F's going on. Nothing personal, but it's time for me to go home. And I will give you a long lecture because when I tell you I've been out here for a minute, I've been out here for a minute. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to Chicago. I'm not going to Istanbul or whatever. I need to see that next flow heading south. Don't play me. You know what I mean? Don't play me. But other than that, I'm gonna say this. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming up today. Y'all been a blessing, and I've seen some new folks, new faces. And this is our new lifetime because uh, the drugs that I've weaned off of don't have me up that early. I need some sleep. So this is our new lifetime. I just want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this live of in this mix of different subjects and all kind of mess. uh, you have been a blessing to me. Thank you for being with me, for driving in the dark, the sun coming up, and being my protection. Uh, just want to say thanks, and I will always be grateful for you guys helping the brother out. What do you mean helping the brother out? Helping me keep awake, helping me wake up by talking about all this gibberish and staying in my lane. That's what the other thing we teach. What do we teach around here? Stay in your lane. And y'all see, I got out of my lane for one moment. Well, guess what? Got right back into my lane. This is a metaphor, but it's about reality too. Stay in your lane. Y'all have a blessed day. May God keep you. May God protect you. May God have his everlasting blessings shine upon you. In the name of Jesus, amen. Y'all be blessed. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces.